Sci-Hub and Sci-Bot, disrupting scientific publishing in the age of AI. Sci-Hub has emerged as one of the most controversial and transformative platforms in modern scientific communication. Founded in 2011 by Alexandra Elbakyan, a Kazakhstan-born computer scientist, the platform was designed to bypass journal paywalls and provide unrestricted access to scholarly literature. Hosting tens of millions of academic papers, Sci-Hub rapidly became the largest repository of pirated scientific articles, positioning itself at the center of a global debate over access to knowledge, intellectual property, and the economics of academic publishing. Elbakyan's motivation for creating Sci-Hub was rooted in personal experience. As a student and early career researcher, she encountered significant barriers to accessing scientific literature due to costly journal subscriptions, a challenge particularly acute in developing countries. With a background in computer security and a strong interest in the dissemination of open knowledge, she developed Sci-Hub as an automated system to retrieve and share paywalled articles. The platform effectively replaced ad hoc methods, such as requesting papers via social media, for example, #ICanHasPDF, with a universal, on-demand solution. Elbakyan has consistently framed Sci-Hub as a tool to enhance the efficiency and openness of scientific communication, arguing that paywalls hinder the free exchange of ideas. Despite its widespread use, Sci-Hub has faced extensive legal challenges. Major academic publishers, including Elsevier and the American Chemical Society, have filed lawsuits alleging large-scale copyright infringement. Courts in multiple jurisdictions have ruled against Sci-Hub, resulting in domain seizures, financial penalties amounting to millions of dollars, and orders to shut down the service. Nevertheless, Sci-Hub has demonstrated remarkable resilience, repeatedly reappearing under new domain names and continuing to operate beyond the reach of conventional enforcement mechanisms. This persistent cat-and-mouse dynamic underscores the broader tension between proprietary publishing models and the growing demand for open access. The platform's impact on scientific accessibility is substantial. A landmark 2017 analysis revealed that Sci-Hub provided access to over 90% of the chemistry literature and nearly complete coverage of publications from major publishers. While the academic publishing landscape has increasingly embraced open access models, a significant proportion of newly published research remains behind paywalls, sustaining Sci-Hub's relevance. Building on its extensive database, Sci-Hub has recently introduced an artificial intelligence-driven chatbot known as Scibot. This tool represents an evolution from passive document retrieval to active knowledge synthesis. Scibot queries the Sci-Hub corpus to generate structured answers to user questions and provides direct references to the underlying papers, which remain freely accessible through the platform. The current alpha version is limited in functionality, supporting only single-turn queries without conversational continuity. Early evaluations suggest that Scibot produces clear and reasonably accurate responses, often without generating fabricated citations, a common limitation of large language models. This reliability is attributed to its constrained retrieval approach, which restricts outputs to a finite set of verifiable sources. However, the system exhibits notable limitations. Its coverage appears to extend primarily to literature published up to approximately 2021 to 2022, likely due to enhanced publisher security measures that restrict newer content acquisition. Additionally, Scibot tends to rely on a relatively small number of references, which may limit the depth and comprehensiveness of its analyses. Complementary initiatives, such as Sci-Net, further extend Sci-Hub's ecosystem by enabling researchers to request missing articles from peers with institutional access. This platform incorporates a token-based incentive system supported by a cryptocurrency introduced in 2024, reflecting an effort to decentralize and sustain content acquisition. The emergence of Sci-Bot also highlights broader ethical and technological tensions. While some artificial intelligence companies have entered licensing agreements with publishers for access to scholarly data, others have reportedly trained models on pirated repositories such as Library Genesis, LibGen, a sister site to Sci-Hub. This has led to criticism regarding inconsistencies in how copyright enforcement is applied, particularly given that Sci-Hub operates without profit while facing continuous legal action. Despite its innovations, Sci-Bot is unlikely to replace traditional academic resources for professional researchers, who depend on access to the most recent publications and comprehensive literature reviews. Institutional libraries and licensed databases remain essential for up-to-date and authoritative information. Nevertheless, Sci-Bot represents a significant step toward integrating large-scale, open-access repositories with AI-driven knowledge tools. In summary, Sci-Hub and its AI extension Sci-Bot exemplify a disruptive model of scientific information access. By challenging entrenched publishing systems and leveraging emerging technologies, they have reshaped discussions around accessibility, legality, and the future of scholarly communication. Whether viewed as a democratizing force or a violation of intellectual property rights, Sci-Hub continues to influence the evolving interface between science, technology, and society.